You know what? Well, screw it. As long as I'm here. Yeah, as long as I'm here, I'll go ahead and do the upper level. So let me sit down here a second so I can show you where I am. So this is the main tube to the left. That's the way I came down, entrance A. Notice the spots, wet spots on the wall there from water washing away the white stuff. Now I'm looking down at the floor. That's the lower level where I just was. That's where the dead bat is. And here I am on an upper level. Notice how much water is dripping through the cracks. Now I'm gonna very carefully walk over here since I'm next to a cliff and there's loose rock everywhere. I'm gonna walk over here carefully to the edge just so I can look down somewhat carefully. So there's the lower level where I just came out of. And that's why you want to walk very carefully when exploring the cave. And if I remember right, there's another way down up here on the left. So let's see if I can see what that looks like. Ah, see, it's almost hidden. See, here's the main tube ahead, right? Nice big tube. Over here to the left, there's a hole. That's that way down to the lower level. Notice how steep it is. It's like a 45-degree angle. Oops, let me pan down. Yeah, from here, it's like 20 feet down. If I fell down head first, it would really suck. So, remind me to fall down feet first. Okay, so here we go. Huh, notice here, has like a piece of the wall broke off. So over here, the wall is rough. And over here, super smooth. Oops, let me pan up. Here is really dark. I bet there's two reasons. One, the water dripping is washing it away. And two, there might actually be people climbing up there, wearing it down. Same thing over here, how it's really smooth and wet and black. It's because I think the water's washed away that white stuff. This is kind of cool. I'm going to pan down here. So notice how there's like flow marks on the floor. And they're like totally, there's flow marks down here too. And they're like broke off here. So this cave is a mixture of like well-formed cave and broken apart cave. Notice how the cave is huge up here in this upper level. The ceiling is at least 15 feet tall, maybe 20 feet tall. I'm easily standing up. Oops, I'm gonna be careful. I accidentally bumped the wall here. So again, looking back at the way I came, it's a lot of breakdown rock, which is interesting. The ceiling looks good, so all that breakdown rock is from the walls. Then over here, there's a little wide area, pretty well preserved, multiple flow lines. When flow lines get really big, you can call them benches or balconies. Huh, nice. Up here is a nice big flat area. I'm not gonna bother to go up there today. Even though I think I've been up there, you just climb up on those rocks, but if I remember right, there's not, it's just a little ledge. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna go left instead. Oops. More flow, nice flow line, because this cave obviously when it's flowing is zigzagged a lot. Left, right, left, right. It's not as straight as some of the other caves around here. This is kind of cool. There's a little like puddle shaped formation here. Not sure exactly what caused that. Could have been a splash from a rock falling down, or maybe it's like a little eruption from air bubbling up from below. Air meaning, you know, nitrogen. Yeah, see, there's totally a way up there. Hold on a second. You know what? On the way back, I might stop up there I'm gonna stick to the left now. I'm gonna keep going left, and then maybe on the way back I'll see if I can get up there, or if it's a good idea to get up there. Oh wow, I'm kind of at a little cliff here. I gotta figure out how to get down without getting myself stuck. I guess I'm gonna have to take off my backpack and squeeze under here. Darn it, my knee pad is slipping. More flow marks on the right here along both walls. Like I said, just because this cave obviously zigzagged when it was flowing. Boy, look at this weird texture here. It's like there was a smooth layer and half of it peeled off and half of it didn't. So it's really rough. I'm trying not to touch it, but I'm using the wall for leverage so I don't fall. Nice and dry under here. Must be less cracks in the rock or something. Look under here. See, it might be easier just to crawl through there than to go the way I went. And oops. Okay, I'm gonna pan up here just so you can see how huge this little room is. It's dozens of feet up, and obviously there's some water dripping, but other than that, there's lots of the silver colored stuff everywhere. So bright and shiny, pretty, interesting patterns. It's almost like being in a jewel cave without any, well, real color like emeralds or rubies, but yeah. Okay, poor man's jewel cave. All right. Notice up there on the right, there's an upper area. I don't remember if I've ever been up there or not. Looks like you could crawl up the wall if you're feeling brave. I don't know if I'm feeling that brave.